This is your 2-minute review. Everything you need to know about Apple news in about 120 seconds. I'm Nate Hansen. Let's go. The new Steve Jobs movie was a big flop. It cost $30 million to make, and it only brought in $7.3 million opening weekend. Could have something to do with Walt Mossberg saying, "That's not the Steve Jobs I knew." Starting this week, you can now pre-order the new Apple TV. Tim Cook announced that it will go on sale this week and ship by the end of the week. He also said that this is the foundation for the future of TV. Also, it looks like the launch of Apple Music had a pretty big dent in the success of Pandora. Pandora CEO said they lost about 1.3 million active users once Apple Music came out. He wasn't shocked though. He said the same thing happened in 2013 when iTunes Radio was released and they recovered. iOS 9.1 dropped, and the biggest change is 150 new emojis, which just sounds funny to say. People will probably look back on us in 100 years and laugh, but if you're into that sort of thing, you can now send your friends tiny pictures of tacos, burritos, hot dogs, cheese, popping champagne bottles, ice hockey, ping pong, archery, and even the middle finger. Well, we've talked about Wi-Fi Assist before. You know, the thing that comes turned on by default, iOS 9. It basically switches you to cellular data automatically if the Wi-Fi signal isn't that great. Well, some people have seen huge cell bills because they chewed through their data without really knowing it, and one couple decided to file a $5 million lawsuit against Apple because of those unexpected charges. You know, you can just shut it off in settings, choose cellular, and then scroll to the bottom and switch it off, but I guess people would rather try to win the lottery. While you were watching football, you may have noticed some new Siri and iPhone 6s commercials. One has Jamie Foxx talking to Siri and it telling him he looks good, and the other has Steph Curry shooting three-pointers with his buddies. And Facebook rolled out a new app update to fix iPhone battery drain issues. It doesn't fix all of it, but it does help, and you can also add short videos as your profile picture now, so check that out. And lastly, the Waze app got a much-needed makeover. If you don't use it for directions, you really should. Not only does it look better now, but it's also easier to do common tasks, and it tells you when you should leave based on traffic. Waze, if you're listening, could you please change it so it tells me my upcoming turns about 5 seconds sooner? Thank you. This is your 2-minute review. Everything you need to know about Apple news in about 120 seconds. For Apple Insider, I'm Nate Hansen.